going to talk about really beautiful Easter eggs. They're called pisanki, and that's a Ukrainian word, and the designs are really beautiful. And you can make a decorative egg or an Easter egg with decorations that look very much like pisanki. I made one right here. I'm going to hold it up for you. This is just a plastic Easter egg, and I use Sharpie markers. Now, if you use Sharpie markers ever, you know, you have to ask permission from your parents, okay? But I used pink and purple and blue, and you notice there's a pattern on this egg, right? Lots of patterns, actually. And that's what a lot of the pisanki are, patterns. The designs are patterns, and we've learned about patterns. Like you might do red, blue, pink, red, blue, pink, red, blue, pink. You might do triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle. So I know you know about patterns, but I'll tell you, it's kind of hard to draw on a plastic egg. So what you might want to try first is to trace something that's oval, and we know the shape of an egg is basically oval. So you could trace an oval on a bright colored piece of paper so it looks happy and fresh. And then you can draw your designs right on the paper and maybe cut them out. Okay? You could use some fancy paper too. I have this zigzag paper, and see, it has a pattern, right? And you can cut one of these out and make it into an Easter egg. Or you can get some help and you can fold a rectangle, a long rectangle. Originally this was a rectangle, and I just cut a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom, and I folded it, and I made a little sign that says Happy Easter. So you could do something like that. Or you can do some quilling. Quilling is also an old craft, and it also is very popular in Eastern Europe, and that's where Ukraine is. Remember I said these pisanki are Ukrainian? It's from a country called Ukraine. Well, quilling is a paper craft, and crafters and artists use paper, and they use rectangular paper usually, and some of the rectangles are really skinny, even skinnier than this rectangle, and they curl it. Now they used to use a bird quill, and that's why it's called quilling. But you could use your fingers, and you can use your thumbnail and your pointer finger, and you can go like this. And you see how it's curling up? And the more you do that, the more it curls. If you want, you can leave the curls just like that. But I decided to make little Easter eggs. See? It's still an oval, and then it's got a little circle in the middle. And all I did is, after I curled it, I got a little bit of glue, or you can use a little bit of Scotch tape. And there you could kind of squeeze it a little so it looks more like an oval, and there you have an Easter egg. You can make a whole bunch of them if you want, but while I'm over here, I want to point out this pisanka. One pisanka has an A at the end, but if you have a lot of them, if you have a lot of Ukrainian Easter eggs, you call it pisanki. And look at how pretty this one is. And look at all the patterns. See? It's so beautiful. I love that. And actually, I have used these eggs as my own inspiration to do my quilling. This here is also a quilling that I did, and the strips of paper are very skinny, and it's harder to work with those. So that's why I suggest you use rectangles that are long and skinny like this. Okay? Now, I have to tell you that this is my last week to be doing an art video, at Grace, and I'm really sad about that because I'm going to miss doing it for you. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a happy, 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 happy Easter. And I want you to remember that I want you to think about collecting found objects, art objects that make you feel special and that you can do some artwork with. And hopefully I'll see you around the grocery store or at the park, but I hope you all have a happy Easter, and remember, I love you and I enjoy doing this for you. But we'll be back again sometime. Happy